Hey everyone, welcome to the Weekend Warrior. Today we are talking about the perfect blues rock pedal board. Now this video is an update to a pedal board build I started last year. You can see that video up here. If you're interested in how to put together a pedal board, then watch that video. I walk you through that. This video is going to be mainly a play test, kind of a demo, showing you all the sounds I can get from my pedal board and everything that I use when I play live. Now for me, this pedal board has all the essential sounds that I'm looking for. For this demo, I'll be playing through my Revstar standard with mini humbuckers that I've had installed in place of the P90s. Okay, so that's what you'll be hearing. Let's go quickly to the pedal board here. I'm going to walk you through it and talk through it just a little bit, but the second half of this video is just going to be me playing through it without talking. So use the timestamps to navigate this video, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more like this. Let's take a look at the board. I'll just point out the pedals here and just kind of talk through a little bit of how it's set up. So here, the first pedal is a full tone 70 BC108C. It's a silicone fuzz. It's a fuzz face style with a mids knob to add in mids, and that makes it like a little bit just sits it better in the mix. This is a Mythocessus treble booster, a silicone treble booster. This is a Crybaby, but it's the auto wah, so there's no button. Once you step on it, it engages, and then once you lift off it, it disengages. So that's really cool. I have it set with a kind of a slight boost, so it just kind of lifts your sound a little bit. This is the Keeley Blues Disorder. This is the J Rocket Archer Clean. This is a clon style pedal but without the gain section. This knob is a mids knob, instead adding mids to the sound. This is the TC Electronic Plethora X3. I have a sub-octave, a Uni-Vibe, and an Echoplex Echo style effect here. These are the two Keeley pedals here. The Echo's delay and looper, I had this set up for a slapback. And then the Hydra reverb and tremolo, I have it set for a plate reverb and a harmonic tremolo. So kind of the centerpiece of the board is the Blues Disorder. Once I engage that, that's kind of my bass sound, and then I'll stack the other pedals with it, normally for lead work. So I can go with the fuzz into it, the treble booster into it, or boost out from it with the clean boost here, or it's kind of a color boost. So that's kind of how I use these pedals. And then of course if I have this off, I'm going to have a cleaner sound, and that's kind of my first stage of overdrive. Now it's important with effects like these, like a fuzz or a treble booster, you don't want to run them into a clean amp. So a lot of times people will run them into an overdrive pedal. And with the treble boost, I really like how that sounds. I'm still kind of working with the fuzz here to kind of dial it in just how I like it. It's one of my newer pedals, so I'm just experimenting with it more. This is without the without any effects on. This is kind of my bass sound on the neck pickup. And I'm playing through the UAFX Lion that's just off screen here, set to kind of the lead sound, and it's kind of edge of breakup kind of a setting. Then with the bridge pickup, then with the slapback and the reverb sounds like this. The last thing I'll mention that I think is important is for pedals like this, or maybe you have like an HX stomp or something like that, they draw a lot of current. So I have this green cable here coming down, and that has two attachments. So it's using two of the power outlets from my Pro Spot and doubling it. So I'm using two I think it's 2 to the 500s to go to this, since this takes like 600 milliamps. So that's a little tip. And then underneath here is the Pro Spot, what's it, the 12, and that's running the power to my whole board. Okay, so let's go to the play demo here, and I'll just play through these and show you how I use them.